those are the cases where I like to support Weaver the most. I guess in this case, I could also see it just because your point is much like with a support sniper or a support. What else have we seen? I I forget a bit, but actually Nature's Prophet as well. Like the point is not to do anything useful in the lane apart than to outtrade the other support really hard.
I
And
think
he could
that's
do
pretty
that.
useful.
Yeah, it depends. If your core matchup is not good in the meanwhile, that's still not enough.
Yes. Also, some people, if you're wondering why we were talking about EG picking Weaver, is because EG was picking Weaver. I just had the teams upside down, so don't worry about that. That's fixed now, so don't worry. EG's on Radiant, 4Zoomers on Dire.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute, fourth pick, and I'm kind of feeling a tower pusher is needed with Nature's Prophet. I know we've already got a split pusher here. Well, we're not going to go straight for a tower pusher yet. We might see it come in fifth from 4Zoomers. Ricky, Witch Doctor's worst nightmare, and also really good against the Weaver too, because Weaver will lose in a situation where Ricky will jump on you, Diffusal Blade, Smoke Screen, the basic combo. What I'm thinking here is if you want another physical damage dealer, wouldn't you rather maybe put Mirana as a core, put Ricky potentially as a support? I know we've been playing Ricky 1 most of the time lately. You could still go for Lifestealer and get yourself an Infest Bomb. Blink Strike, Infest Bomb, Smoke Screen, Diffusal. Well, Diffusal is a plus at that point.
It is, yeah.
Flexibility.
Well, I don't dislike that idea, but that last word I very much agree with. You have so much flexibility on this draft. You can still go any direction. That said, I do think that the core Ricky is sort of a must because he doesn't provide a lot of slow in that AoE. He doesn't quite trade hard in lanes like most of the other supports do nowadays. So I'm skeptical about that. But I do think that your arguments about the Witch Doctor and the Weaver made me feel better about this core Ricky pick because I don't like Ricky.
To pick.
I don't.
Also surprising fact that 4Zoomers had every opportunity in this draft to pick Rubik as their second if they wanted to just play up straight up counters against the Shaker. You can steal the DP ult. You've got great spells from Witch Doctor, especially the Coconut and the Maledict. But they still wanted to go SD Mirana instead of going for straight up hero counter picks. So like, we're playing our game. So screw whatever you want to do. We have it. We have our setup for the first game.
Which is surprising because Rubik is sometimes very much their game. They've got a lot of Rubik picks recently.
Yeah.
Now here for last bands. Finally, a couple of the spirits are, at least the Void Spirit is starting to bite dust. I'm surprised that Ember Spirit hasn't been touched yet. But I don't think it would be a great pick for 4Zoomers here. They ideally want some frontlining capability. And position of offlane here is very much still open. Alright.
No, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it earlier.
You mentioned it before.
Alright, SK will be brought up. So now we definitely have a lot of things to go with the Mirana. So, somehow I'm feeling... Is this 4Zoomers or is this Team Nigma? Because it feels like, you know, GH Mirana. We've got, like, vibes going on here with this draft.
Yeah, this is big time Mirana synergies. Like Nature's Prophet does it, SD does it, Sand King does it, and hey, if people are slow enough in that Ricky Cloud, maybe you can hit even that. And the synergy is just huge. You can pick people off anywhere on the map with this all the time, and your waves are going to be out, which is something that Ricky really needs in order to, you know, actually farm up after the landing stage, because he does have a long period there where he is very fragile and not ready to fight yet. So
EG taking it.
They outmatched them on the team fight. They can go in more on that. And yeah, there we go. That's catch versus all of that split push capability. That's a hero that's hard to kill with all of this pick off. And
it synergizes so well with the Shaker and the DP. Like the Wombo combo is there.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah. As two very, like, these are two drafts with personality, you know, and I love to see that. Like, there's one team that's clearly going for, you know, we're going to have team fight. We make sure to have different kind of damage sources. the mixed damage from the DP, the physical from the Weaver actually has also been mixed, and of course the puck very much magical. And then 4Zoomers have this heavy lane pushing, picking off kind of draft, and I like both of them. This is a very conditional kind of hey, who won this draft.
Well, there might be some weak spots, especially if we're talking about the pickoff potential for 4Zoomers. If they can avoid EG from getting their team fights off, get that support aggression going on. Sand King, one of the hardest laners to go up against. If Monkeys Forever, for example, gets a good lane for himself, you do not want to go farming in the same place where the SK is, because then you're putting yourself at risk. Do you want to go for the farm if you're going to lose your life? If that's the case, like, the lanes are looking pretty good. You've got defensiveness, you've got a lot of aggressive combo, you have the map control takeaway potential for 4Zoomers, but obviously EG, if they get themselves a team fight, they will be rocking hard.
I agree with that. I guess the only other thing I have to say is that Gunnar is going to be on the Mirana, so that Nature's Prophet got definitely flex picked. Well, he got flexed back and forth a little bit. And she should be fine up against the Death Prophet. It's one of the, I guess the drawbacks of Death Prophet is that you can always put her in that mid lane and she'll do fine unless it's like an SF. But the other problem is that Mirana is not that strong of a mid laner against both matchups, but she'll do just fine up against the Death Prophet. So there's space for 4Zoomers to actually run that hero there as a core.
Well, we'll see what pulls off here. Is our first best of 3 of the day kicking off here. And if you have any questions about the schedule, we've got ourselves a interesting scenario here as well, because, you know, we've got some EU players around playing in the NA tournament, so we might have some situations with the schedule. We might play 2 series, we might play 3 series. It really depends how this one ends. So if let me just double check this so I don't get this wrong. So if 4Zoomers take a victory in this entire series, we're only going to see 2 series today, because of the schedules going so late that it's basically just impossible to start asking the players, hey, can you play at 5 a.m. in the morning? We got this last series. We're going to move it to tomorrow. And if EG wins, we're going to have a full day of all of our series being played, with the second lower bracket series moved up as the first lower bracket series to be played today. So that's it for the schedule. We'll probably bring it up at some point as well later on, so don't worry, we'll keep you guys posted. You will not miss any of the action that's happening today. Now, what do you
seeing everyone being very reserved about lanes?
Oh yes. I was thinking and surprised for a moment that we don't see the double jungling happening, where you don't just want to reveal which is your offlane, which is your carry, and where is he going. So they just want to keep them hidden for now. But, you know, NP going up top with Sand King for now. I mean, Nature's Prophet potentially could just hit level 2 with teleport and go, unless you want to hit Sprout at level 2. So they still have that to use to their advantage. You don't want to miss that first creep wave, though, so if you get that full XP, will be great. And Ocean has arrived to the bottom lane here with Sammy Boy, and Crit is alone with the puck, and we have a tri-lane top.
And that tri-lane, I'm not sure how long that's going to stay, just because I think Monkeys Forever and Husky can hold on for a pretty long time here. Well, you know, Husky's himself, maybe not.
Maybe not, and yeah, he's not feeling it right now. Fisher will get the stun, and the Shukuchi will get the kill, and it will go for Arteezy on the Weaver. We got the NP already punished straight up, so that's one really good Shaker rotation right there. Drop the Fisher in the face and get yourself a first kill, and now, for now, at least duo lanes for the XP's sake. I don't think the Shaker really needs that much experience, but one thing I have to say, Kips, I love putting this Puck alone, because Puck is one of those heroes that is so level dependent. That this is, even if Puck would lose this lane, the amount of XP you pull from this, you're going to be able to answer every 4Zoomers rotation when your Puck is hitting level 6.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That level 6 is going to be
Monkeys.
super important against this. Oh.
Now, gets the Burrow Strike, one right click from dying, gets the salve off into the trees, TP under the tower, and Arteezy not able to get the right trees cut down. Sand King will live.
Very mobile lineup.
Yep. Very mobile lineup
And
indeed.
look at Ocean first sitting here to control the rune. He wants to disrupt mid so they can get an arrow setup. And basically anyone who rotates mid can be an arrow setup in this game. Ryoya has to be really careful.
I totally agree on that. Sammy
He's
boy.
got
Yeah.
4 bounties on him currently.
Yep, Monkeys is being chased again. Maledict is there. Here comes Arteezy. Casket in the face. Dust as well, just to ensure the kill. Not sure if he would have actually died to the Maledict, since there was 1 or 2 more ticks still to kick in. But that's at least that is kill number 2 for Arteezy.
Mm-hmm. He is suffering from the fact that he doesn't have a support to pull for him right now.
That is ours.
He doesn't have to play up that far and be in that much danger all the time, but crit? Oof. That was a close one. Sammy Boy's not done chasing. Ah, he is now.
Well, I think crit should be okay here. Husky still trying to chase up Lightstone. That feeling when you get only 1 treant. I've done that so many times and it always feels bad. However, Ocean,
watching Ocean.
Stunned up. Ryoya comes in with the Siphon. Kitrek still at level 1, so has to suffice with right clicks. They can only force the Shadow Demon away from this mid lane. Won't credit a kill for them though. I think 4Zoomers happy with that.
So well right now though. Like, he helps getting kills on top. He makes sure mid is secure. He saves Crit on bottom. Although I gotta say, with how long Crit was chased, maybe he should have just died instead. But he's really keeping his team alive right now.
But Sand King's not really enjoying his lane. Monkeys forever. Death number 2 in his lane. And it's going to be a killing spree for Arteezy. The Weaver's going to get huge. And this is excellent. Like, shutting down the Sand King so early on is definitely going to punish 4Zoomers in the minutes to come. Especially once we're hitting the late stages of the laning stage. Gunner misses the arrow. Bubble either came too early or the arrow came too early, so that's not gonna lead into a kill. Meanwhile, Crit with some fancy moves under the tier 1 tower.
He doesn't have much mana after getting chased around on the bottom lane, and even though he's doing marginally better than Monkeys on the top lane, it isn't much. He is not that happy either.
Gunner getting punished here in mid, still holding on to his leap charges. And Fisher, Crypt Swarm, not going to be enough. Very well timed Fairy Fire there. But Gunner still would have had enough HP to survive the initial blast coming in from Ryoya. But it's EG with all the aggression early on instead of 4Zoomers. So I think my predictions are going down the drain right now. Kitrak coming with a rotation towards bottom, looking for Husky, but Sammy Boy intervenes. And Kitrak will at least secure the bounty rune. Will he get another one? Husky has to teleport to secure that one for 4Zoomers.
And block Kitrak with his treants in the meantime.
Gotta have that micro.
If not, what are you even doing playing Nature's Prophet, man?
True.
I want to see treant blocks, I want to see surrounds, and I want to see people die on the
That
very
give me
last bounce of
everything.
that ultimate. Yes! Hey, you're up against CG. If you don't pull that out, you're gonna be in trouble.
Monkeys forever. Gonna get stunned up again. Dust in the face. There's also the Maledict. It is level 2, so that's gonna tick very hard on this SK. And I'm not feeling too great for his life right here. Is it gonna be enough? It's gonna be a short one. 70 HP, so he survives. Pops the salve as well. Fly will pop a ward just to give that extra vision. And Arteezy's just desperately trying to push this wave while Husky goes down next to the river. Ryoya gets himself that kill. Don't really want to give too much to this DP. Monkeys forever going out with a burst strike. Gets the stun into Arteezy. Ocean being chased up there. Forces to go back under the tower. Kitrak, however, drops the dust. And the fissure. Monkeys forever gets saved. The coconut will not connect. And Husky's here as well. And now Fly. He's trying to make short work of it. But the Witch Doctor just gets blown up by the tower. And he will fall for that. Arteezy trying to desperately make it out, takes a courier, and that's Ocean's boots gone. But are they going to chase? I don't think they can. They don't have the mana, they don't have the manpower, the HP to do so. So 4-1 is the score for now.
That's good, slowing that aggression down, especially because the EG aggression was coming on that catapult timing, and if Monkeys dies there, he probably would have had a TP, but it is very hard to make sure that you don't get a lot of damage on the tower. And it is already half HP, even though they technically won the fight there. Well, on bot, Crit's going to have to deal with the catapult as well. Fly's here for it.
Gonna try and D-push this. Semi boy goes in for the cancel on the salve and the clarity. Fly is still happy to tank this Ricky though, but he will pay with it with his life. The stun, the coconut doesn't connect another time, but the maledict is gonna tick at least one more time. Crit's not gonna get any more spells or damage in, so Ricky will survive. And now here comes Husky. The Nature's Prophet punishes the puck right away under the tower trees, and that catapult is still throwing hits on that tier 1.
No, looks like an equal trade in terms of like map control here. And Monkeys has retreated into the jungle, or at least to get himself a stack off, because top is not safe for him right now. Ocean's getting dived by Arteezy.
If Arteezy can pull it off, he does have time lapse, so he can always escape, knowing the SD is pretty low in mana. No disruption. Goes the wrong way though. Creep Wave finally reveals the SD's location, and now the relentless chase should be able to get this kill even if Husky will TP. And there we go for the teleport away. Ocean will live. Valuable second spot here with Arteezy just going around in circles trying to find a kill that he will never get.
Look at how far up his team has moved into the Radiant jungle though. They are taking over already.
I think I might have said 4Zoomers, but I'm saying EG actually took over the jungle. It's like they're doing the exact opposite. Monkeys forever. Stunned up. Maledict. Dust. Misses the stun. However, Weaver still has time lapse available. Throws in the Crab Orchestra. The minus armor's there. And a pause. And it's actually Crit disconnecting. Alright. TP situation. 4Zoomers. Mirana low mana, doesn't want to go. Ricky full mana, full HP, might want to go, but is it worth it? Is it worth it to fight?
It's going to be the first exorcism of the game. And do they have Invis Detect? They get to check right now. There's a sentry on Fly.
Oh, I mean, DP with exorcism, there's no way you want to fight this. Burrow Strike on cooldown. Maybe a lucky kill on one of the supports because there's no creep wave here. Time lapse was just used. Can Ricky cause enough confusion to just DP here, deal a bit of damage, but probably
honestly,
die to the DP after?
Even if you go there, right, and you defend that tower, it also means that you're not trading any towers. It means that you moved backwards to defend with a hero that really wants to play up if he can. So it depends on your philosophy about the game, really, but in my opinion, it's always a no to go back to defend this. Monkeys, his job is to, you know, delay this push for as long as possible. And, well, he's probably going to die for that. That's okay.
Alright, here comes the unpause. And we're going to go straight onto the Sand King. A lot of minus armor kicking in, and that's a quick finish, clean kill. He won't pop the exorcism yet, but might do it with the help of the creep wave. Probably trying to read some of the movements 4Zoomers are going to do. Do they want to contest that anymore? Because Sand King's going to be up in 10 seconds again. Sammy Boy putting the pressure and crit. And this catapult wave. The catapult was dead, but it went, like, with just that one creep wave, they finished the entire tower from full to 0.
Next target is the outposts. And I'm looking real carefully to see if Crit's going to go for this, but no, they want to take the top one. Fly's currently signaling it, and
it's a trap. Don't go there. There's a Husky coming in with the 8 Nature's Prophet, and there's even more Ocean coming in from the river. No idea. Maybe saw a glimpse of that shadow poison, but I think they might have just bought enough time. Ryoya trying to steal from the low ground. Monkeys forever might get himself a really nice stun here. And he will. Weaver also got arrowed up, and Arteezy will get killed off right away. Oh my, that's a dominating streak as well for Gunnar, who's happily taking all that money away from Arteezy's pocket, and the chase continues. Death Prophet sprouted up. Exorcism will be popped. The reinforcements are coming in from the lower side. Ocean frozen the disruption. Kit Track frozen another fissure, trying to hold up Ryoya alive, and this TP is fighting it. Monkeys Forever goes down to the coconut, coming out of nowhere. Kit Track pops with that haster, and oh, so close to canceling the TP, not going to connect. Gunnar trying to make a run for it. Ryoya still giving up the chase onto this Morana. Siphon coming in as well. There's a fissure available. They will use it. They will throw it into Gunnar. He just got a leap charge, and he might be able to run. The spirits are not going to be close enough, and Gunnar lives. The boy who lived.
He is indeed. Like, in the meantime, Sammy Boy secured that both outposts actually went towards the Dire because
Crit.
he fought Crit. Crit has to back up again.
Just being relentlessly chased by this Ricky. No place to go, my friend. Nowhere to go when this Ricky is on the hunt. He's also making really good progress towards that diffusal blade.
He's gotten the best out of the laning stage out of everyone, which is remarkable because Ricky is not what you call a strong laner normally.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
They are coming in force towards this bottom lane, and they see some of the rotations coming in. There's a ward placed here in the river. So there will be no one found here by 4Zoomers.
I would
60
have liked
seconds.
it if Husky dropped that vision. Yeah, he's going back for it now. If Husky dropped some vision before they walked all the way down.
You want to get that deep vision out. Holding onto an obs. Still only level 4 in the NP. Not the worst part here. In terms
As
of
long as
XP,
he
there's
isn't far forward,
yeah,
he
there's
doesn't have to ward.
there's also the Witch Doctor at level 5, so he's not alone in the below 6 club.
Oh, that arrow was close.
Maybe putting their eyes towards mid. There is a Shaker with Echo Slam, and also Kitrak halfway towards the Blink Dagger. Maybe make some plays with that.
Yeah, that's absolutely one of the timings that they're waiting for. Of course, Arteezy is building a Maelstrom, so he's going to be able to at least do a lot of damage early on.
Oh,
but
the
he
arrow
still has to
disruption
rely on
connecting
his
onto Fly, and Gunner's going ham with it. He will find the kill, but the Fisher stun coming in as well.
Silence.
Crit throws the ulti onto the Mirana. Mirana has nowhere to go, and it's just not worth it. It is just not worth it. You kill the Witch Doctor, but you lose your mid for this kill, and Exorcism is off cooldown as well.
This might be the end of their mid tower. Trying to see. Husky's just sniping couriers in the meantime.
Radiant's courier died as it lived.
Walk it off.
They have to bring Monkeys Forever into mid if they want to contest it, and yep, there he is.
There we go in the mid lane though. Smoke screen thrown in by the Ricky, but he will be chased outside of it. The Fissure block is perfect. The Silence is dead. The Echo Slam is there as well. And he have the damage to kill him off. And Ryoya, he does get ulted by Ocean, but Ocean's ulti is not doing the greatest amount of damage. Now Gunner coming in with the bottom ulti. Throws in an arrow. Will not connect onto the Weaver. Arteezy makes his way out. So will EG also decide we do not want to stay around while this bottom ulti's up and running, because if they stack up and go at us, we are at our weakest. So that Exorcism won't lead into a tower.
There was still an epicenter on Monkeys Forever. It gets dangerous. You got everything you could have wanted there. You drew the entire Dire side into the mid tower, and you got a kill on their carry in the process. It's a really good economic win for them, and EG will always just take the economic win and then back off. They love that stuff.
Where do we go from here? Like, EG, I think, are just going to continue going as they
Blink
do.
daggers.
Blink Daggers, fight with the Exorcism, get your items up, secure the late game. 4Zoomers, I guess, just wait for the Diffusal Blade and hope things happen, or is there something else related to it too?
The Monkeys Forever Blink Dagger as well. It's 2 on the Radiant, 1 on the Dire that we're waiting for. And Husky already has his idea. He's ready to start supporting Sammy Boy or Gunner, whoever finds himself in the thick of things, really.
Alright. They are just not finding this one 4Zoomers Ops ward inside the EG side of the map. They've been warding the river, but they didn't know that someone's actually been around there. The thing is, when you're playing against NP, the wards can be anywhere.
Yep. And do they find Gunner? I'm not sure if
They're
they can
pinging
take him
Gunner's
down.
location, but Ocean also pops the smoke from the puck, and they're instantly out of there. Sammy Boy, don't want to... Oh, I was just about to say you don't want to stay there for too long, and he does exactly that. Tricks of the trade to dodge the fissure. Talking about pixels. Husky, courier, and a bounty. And finally gets the kill as well. Taunted off. RTZ is going to get the kill, though. Crit has to throw his ultimate to make sure that that happens. But 4Zoomers making the moves happen. Maledict, fissure. Burrow strikes himself away. Arcane Rune in the bottle. And he's got his blink money. Maybe 20 seconds and we might see another fight break loose. Catapult destroyed.
Monkeys is a bit low, but yeah, Semi Boy is curving in towards it.
They want to push this mid if they can. There's the blink.
They still have that vision
and there's the
behind
Murano
tower.
right away. They definitely want to take this fight. This is the best way to go. Fly is in a very awkward position. He might just be the one first found, and he's in the trees. Now they find him. They will find the Witch Doctor. The Maledict will throw him, but the casket is there. They just don't get any damage follow-up. There's no puck ulti. Husky will be interrupted. Monkeys forever. Epicenter as well. Will not go off the Echo Slam from Kitrak. He also just walked in to throw his ultimate in there, and they will make this fight break loose as well. Husky trying to fight against Ryoya, but not going to work out. Sammy Boy needs to make his way out, but where's he going to jump to? Smoke screen. He takes the fight. He punishes Ryoya, but RTZ gets the kill in return, and this Weaver is now 7-1. Even though he did die before losing his streak, they will take down Kitrak, and now Gunner. No lead charges available under the dust, but Monkeys forever once again intervening. Despite Fly drops his ulti, not getting anything done. It's a 1 versus 1. Who's going to take it? The Maledict takes the kill, and RTZ 1 out of the 10 people to live.
King of the Hill. Whew. That was, especially for Monkeys Forever, that was nerve-wracking. He was chasing down Crit on the side, but Crit didn't have any bottle charges anymore, and he did, and that was the only thing that made a difference between him getting the kill on Crit there. Very, very close fight.
It could have gone either way, and also like when Sammy Boy just turns against the DP and is like, I'm gonna kill you. I was like, are you actually gonna pull it off? Yes, I have a diffusal blade. I'm just gonna go for it and do the trick. And he did. But he was just trying to get out so he could get his charges up by that time. So it looked like he was dead for a moment, but it wasn't. Then again, crit. Alright. And that's the smoke screen diffusal blade right there. And they're going for more. The aggression is on. Gunner finding Fly. They got Fly inside the Sprout. They will lose a Courier as well, and he will lose his life. So they will both join in the Courier heaven. Now pushing onto the tower.
Done with his mid tower. And at this point, now with the Treanthaer so well established, tower on half HP, I'm pretty sure that EG says, alright, enough is enough, we're gonna let this go. They fought on their timing, they had the Maelstrom on our tour, but they need to get their Blink Daggers up now. That's a DD for Gunner.
Even if they lost the fight 4-5, I still think 4Zoomers were stronger and ahead of EG in that one. Because they can just keep on escalating more in the time to come, because I think EG, even if they win fights, they need to win several in a row. 4Zoomers is just like, we need only one partial fight to keep on going from there.
Yep, they're not nearly as cooldown dependent. This is also what you get when you draft for more individual plays as opposed to teamfight, and they're chasing RTZ on the top lane. I don't think they're gonna find him. Scans off the mark as well.
Oh, they found the scan. No. Monkeys. No, he's gone.
That was the opposite scan.
And
that
as
was RTZ deciding.
RTZ's back, instant smoke from EG. Sammy Boy. Oh, Sammy Boy. He hears the calling. He hears the calling. Somewhere Fly. Not sure if he saw him there. Might have been just on the edge of the fog of war.
That one was closer than you might think. If he has a thoughtless moment and he peeks up, you know, just a little bit more, he's dead as a doornail.
It could have gone either way. It could have gone either way, but it's an if moment. It never happened. We don't talk about those kind of things.
Oh, but I love hypotheticals.
Shaker needs like 200 gold for his blink, and I think that is a big turning point for EG
Crit's also
to win the next.
Those two daggers up, they are going to go for it 100%.
They're pinging in the mid
And
lane. Weaver, Ricky. Defusal blade slow, but he doesn't take away the haste from him. Arteezy bottles it up. And Husky pushing in the top lane, so they're going to forfeit this tower. They know that this tier 1 is not worth defending. They are so
I
close.
love 4Zoomers map movement here, by the way. They vacated the bottom jungle where now everything has been dewarded, and instead they said, okay, you spent all those resources, we're going top now. There's a tower there as well.
Yep.
There's a Roshan that we're interested in. We have a medallion.
But this is risky. This is really risky.
It is.
EG just finished 3 big items. Blink on the Shaker, Blink on the Puck. The DP also has a Black King bar as well. And they see Husky walking into the pit like he doesn't even know what's happening. The medallion's there. Oh, the echoes down from Kittrack. The massive damage. Fissure thrown in as well. And Sammy Boy goes down too. There's the epicenter, but it does absolutely nothing to Ryoya's Death Prophet. And Monkeys Forever will go down as well. 4 heroes down from 4Zoomers. And EG looking for the full team wipe. And it's an ultra kill for Arteezy. He landed the Echo Slam outside of the Roche pit. And still, absolute evaporation.
Bloody gorgeous. That was just, you know what I said at the start? EG is going to wait for their timing and they're going to hit it. And they just hit it hard, man. I saw that Death Prophet going for the BKB, just skipping mules. What about this, you know, Shadow Demon countering? No way. And she was so tanky right there as well.
Exactly. Ryoya has BKB, doesn't even use it. No need for it. Just no worries in the world, because those blink daggers seemed like more than enough. But that's still a 10-second BKB you're holding on to, and that next fight, whenever it breaks loose, gonna be very handy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And now you kicked 4Zoomers out of that top area of the map that they colonized as well. They need to move up further now, but that's much more dangerous.
Oh, that DD stool. That stole. Crit. He throws his orb elsewhere, blinks in into the river, takes the DD rune right in front of Sammy Boy's face. But they find the Death Prophet, and no BKB is gonna save you when you're stun locked.
That's a little bit of a over-positioning there.
Still on the low ground, Sammy Boy. Oh no, Cat Coconut will not connect though. Man, Sammy Boy instantly on the run as well. The Maledict is not there either. Banishment arrow and Artur.
Nice.
Artur, the Aegis is still there. Husky coming in from the back. The Aegis will pop. Crit's dropping low. He will fall down as well. The Witch Doctor ulti doing damage, but it's only on an NP. And they're happy to sacrifice one hero. EG down by 3, maybe even down by 4. As that level 20 Weaver. He's a tanky guy, but he also deals a lot of damage, so they have to be worried about that. And a fissure block coming in from Kittrack. Sand King won't find anyone in the trees, so EG only lose 3 instead of a potential 4 heroes.
I don't agree with Arteezy's call to run in anyway. If he loses more heroes, they really don't want to buy back on the Death Prophet. It's just not worth it. And that's the Aegis gone. That's most of their gold advantage gone as well. And this Mirana has just finished up a Desolator.
Talk about right-click damage. First Crystallis, then Desolator. What next? Like, okay, BKB,
well,
but what
death
next?
Of Monkeys Forever.
Oh, see. A lot of people around. There's Sammy Boy jumping onto Fly right away. Fly is not silenced up, but he's already used all of his abilities, so that means that Ricky's just going to jump onto other targets, and Kittrack and Fly are both down. Gunner's arrow will not connect onto Crit, though. Ricky with another jump in. Well, now they should be able to take down the puck, and here comes Gunner with the flying arrows, the red arrows. They just blow up this puck. 3 heroes down, 4Zoomers. They are taking fights when DP can't get her ultimate off, and it's totally paying off.
They're doing it really well. And my apologies, Jaren. It seems that in contrary to how your laning stage went, you are totally alive.
Might be so. But the score is really tied. It has never been higher than 2,000 gold for either team. XP was slightly in EG's favor, almost 10k. But it is also sliding down to an even score. And an even score means that 4Zoomers is looking like the stronger one.
They didn't get Artur.
They missed a stun. Artur's courier dies. He still keeps on going, though. Very happy with his HP situation right now. Here comes the ulti as well. Meanwhile, on the back lines, they've got Ryoya. Still with that 10-second BKB and Exorcism. Minor skirmish, no casualties.
No big ults pop either way. Like, it's... You know that EG doesn't really want to use them for just a minor scuffle like that, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if they can win a minor scuffle without dropping at least one big bomb.
Uh-oh, Sammy Boy gets silenced up as well. Maledicts is there, but the save coming from Ocean. Meanwhile, Husky in the backline as well, trying to hit onto Fly. Fly sitting in the Sprout. Nice Fisher coming in from Kitrak as well, but Husky just throwing in these right clicks just like a madman, just keeps on throwing them. Here comes the Witch Doctor ulti as well. The Husky's forced to turn around. Meanwhile, at the river, they find Ryoya. He puts his BKB, but he gets blown up right away. And now RT's in the middle. He's silenced up as well inside the smoke screen. Throws in some ultimate. He's got some right clicks as well. The puck ulti's there. Monkeys forever. He will live through that, but Sammy Boy's not so lucky, and your Ricky's gone. It is now a 4 versus 3 fight, and Monkeys forever is going to be the next one to fall. That Maledicts is not going to leave you any chance of survival. Crit still going on to Ocean. This might be a 4th dying hero as well, because RTZ's coming in. The Fisher is there too, and another triple. 15 and 1 Weaver. Give me a break.
I don't think we're getting any today. And that was so much damage dealt by the side of 4Zoomers, but they couldn't actually focus it on anyone after they dealt with the Death Prophet, just because the Death Prophet soaked up so much of it. And as a result, their damage dealers get taken out afterwards, just because they're pretty fragile themselves. And Arteezy just has this superior survivability.
Well, Husky's at least going to keep one lane pushed in, while their top lane is also pushing quite heavily with a catapult. No hero to back it up. Those Zoomers are still respawning onto the field. EG recovering what was once lost, and you can see this triangle of warding right now on this map. A huge amount of vision.
Yep, they're ready to actually start pressuring for themselves right now, but in order to do that, they need to not lose control of the waves, and Husky is being such a pain in their backside right now. Like, first, Ryoya needs to go bottom, then now Arteezy needs to go top. They're as far apart as they could be, basically, when all they want to do is just play up into that middle area, because that's where the kills are going to be. And instead, there's space for 4Zoomers to move back here. They're smoked. They were looking for Ryoya, maybe? But
downside is they smoked up in the enemy jungle when they were already spotted on their side of the map, so AG know exactly where they are. Now, especially with a Ricky revealing himself, they're definitely knowing that he's somewhere around in the trees, and now EG will respond with their own, and 4Zoomers are not ready for this. They don't have enough manpower here. Husky might be able to TP in, but there's people showing up. Ryoya shows up as well. The NP ultimate does a lot of damage. The smoke also popping from everyone. Sammy Boy looking for the opening. There comes the epicenter as well. The Death Prophet will be the target of the Force Staff. They'll get the BKB off, and the Exorcism is popped as well. Sammy Boy will take down Fly. Now the right click's coming in from Gunner onto Kitrak as well. Notion surviving for now, but the Echo Slam as well used onto Gunner. Trying to focus down this Marauder. The stun coming in, but he won't connect onto anyone, and Gunner's down. They will lose Ocean as well. 2 heroes gone from both sides. Now Weaver being the focus, but he gets his time lapse before he gets silenced by Sammy Boy, and he instantly turns around. He finds himself some targets. Does he have the team to follow up as well, because the fight is breaking loose on the other side as well. It's Monkeys forever keeping him busy, and Arteezy with the haste rune coming to the help of his comrades. But as soon as they see that happens, that we cannot chase this guy, you already got Shikuchi, then you also have the haste rune, and the fight's breaking in 2 different places. Monkey's like, I'm gonna TP out because I'm gonna lose my life if this Weaver shows up, and they also can't keep up the chase.
Yep, and you can really see the difference in Gunnar and Arteezy's damage outputs there, that it doesn't have anything to do with like the items they built in order to deal the damage, but with who stayed alive. Arteezy's got that Sanjin Yasha. He's tanked up. He's got a lot of levels in his pocket as well, just because he kept on living. And Gunnar, once the attention, like once the stuns are done, they can just go on him and shred him.
Arteezy sitting under some wards. Ancient Prowlers there as well. Needs to be careful not to get rooted in the place, because that's what Sammy Boy was looking for. He's picked up a Basher, and they are just outside of vision. They see Fly. Light doesn't see Sammy Boy going for the steal, and he will jump onto Fly right away, but they are ready. They are ready for this, and Sammy Boy will get initiated on as well. The puck ultimate as well. Ricky in trouble. Nice two-man stun coming in from Monkeys Forever. The Malik is there. They're also popping another set. The puck ultimate's there too. And can they get these kills happening? They can't get them so far. EG, Weaver's down. RTC falling. Ryo going down as well. Two main big cores are falling from EG, and they are down by 3 heroes. 4Zoomers, despite failing the initial initiation by EG, are already ready for it. It still goes in 4Zoomers' favor.
Like, I'm not sure if you can call that a fail then. Like, I love these fights where you know that the fight's going to happen, so you draw their attention, and you could see how they grouped up and sort of moved as a team away from the epicenter of the fight. And through that, Gunnar gets to live, Sammy Boy gets to move out of danger and then go in again. He gets a very nice bash on RTZ, and they actually get to output all of that damage without dying this time, and that was just really nicely done.
Oh yes, oh yes. Daedalus for the Mirana. Sweet, sweet crits on the way.
I love this game. These teams are so evenly matched, even though they're looking at the game from such a different angle, and I am loving it.
Even though it's very hot in my apartment right now, it's 30.8 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but it's very hot in my apartment. But I'm actually sweating because of this game. This is just great to watch right now, but you know, it is soaking hot.
The next thing that's going to come up, like there's an MLS. I hope they don't do something because I want to talk about this. Is now they are going to have to push up into all of this team fight of EG. They're going to have to go into the choke points, and with the Echo Slam, with the Dream Call as well, there is no place where EG is as strong as
they're
in the
collapsing on Gunnar. Gunnar leaping away, but Crit will find him. Do they have the follow-ups? Kittrack gets the Fissure, looking for the Echo, goes for it, run away, and trying to blow them around.
There it is!
From Ocean once again, and Sammy Boy throwing in the right clicks. RTZ gets best again, and a double kill for Sammy Boy. Ryoya, he does have his BKB, he does have his Exorcism, but what you gonna do? It's Gunnar with the right clicks, and they will force them away. That Exorcism goes for nothing. A buyback coming in from Kittrack as well. You tried to blow up Gunnar. Ocean says no.
I was waiting for that. And I was worried he wasn't close enough, but with that Aether Lens, he comes in at exactly the right time. Gunnar gets his BKB off and turns around, lays waste.
And that is Aegis. That is cheese for 4Zoomers. It is now also a 10,000 gold lead in favor for the Dire team here in this first game of this best of 3 series, and things are getting hyped up. And the heat increases. We're soon going to enter the gates of hell, and I wonder if EG is the one to close it.
Well, they still have all of his tools to defend the high ground, but now with an Aegis in the enemy hands, you're going to most likely have to rely on a buyback in order to get that Aegis down.
Gunnar looking for the arrow. Really? Doesn't get it. Watches it quickly. Now comes the siege onto this tower, and just look at that right-click damage.
As turns out, Mirana has really nice stat gain, and she starts clicking really hard once she gets those levels up because her agi is just silly.
3.7 per level, that's a lot. It doesn't quite beat the Weavers. Actually, it does beat the Weavers. Never mind, I'm talking bullcrap here. But that is your mid tower, your top tower down. Are we going to look at high ground? Ooh! Too far to go, though.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Just a short recap of how this game has gone. It's super even. Right now, it's sliding in 4Zoomers' favor. It can still go either way. But right now, they found the tools to take down this RTZ Weaver, who was 15-1, now 16-3. So only 1 kill and 2 deaths in the last few minutes. Hasn't really gotten that much item progression either. Finished a Mjolnir, going for a BKB, which he absolutely needs.
Yep, he can still get bashed though. That's his biggest problem. There's an Abyssal Blade on Sammy Boy now. You can only hope that Sammy Boy and Gunnar don't deal enough damage to kill him within the Abyssal Blade.
Oh, we'll see. He's on the high ground. Crit, gotta be careful, Ocean. His smoke pops as well. Sammy Boy doesn't walk on the high ground, is suspecting there's somebody else there, and crit is shown. Ryoya pops his BKB right away, but they go straight for the fly puck, and Pluck is gone. Plucked it from his feathers as well. Ryoya being chased up in the Sprout. The right click's coming in, and Gunner one. No hits will connect because of the Ghost Scepter. Popped by the Witch Doctor. Gunner is still being held alive, and that Aegis is still on him as well. Not to even talk about the cheese on this Ricky. Tier 3 tower down as well. 4Zoomers going to take the first set of racks as well. Arteezy's trying to cut the waves in mid, but there's a huge creep wave here right now, on top of with all the treants. So they will get that mid racks down, and backdoor protection won't be up for a while. Repair kit will be used on this bottom tier 3 tower. Kid Track looking for his opening. When do I echo? Can I? When? Should I do it alone? Or just wait for the puck and the exorcism DP to come back up? And that repair kit's only going to do a bit of work, a few seconds bought with that, but that is your tier 3 gone. And now the bottom racks, 2 sets of racks going for 4Zoomers, and that gold differential will keep on increasing.
They clearly have made the goal to not contest whatsoever. They want these big ultimates, but I don't think 4Zoomers is going to give them that fight. They're retreating right now.
Arteezy still trying to keep that wave pushed out. He needs like 1,300 gold to finish that BKB. That is still so far away. And Arteezy's forced to TP home as soon as they get an idea. Banishment used up here. Onto the puck. Ocean, Arteezy, the coconut is there as well. A monkey's coming in from the stun, and Weaver won't be able to get the kill onto the SD. And here comes Gunner. Weaver trying to find a kill, but the time lapse will be used up, and Ocean and Crit will both go down. Sammy Boy cannot kill a fly because the Ghost Scepter, but Ryoyo in trouble. He's going to get focused on both sides, and he will go down. The exorcism is falling as well. Weaver still fighting against Marana. Monkeys will not connect the stun, but the epicenter will slow him down. They now Kid Track coming in with the Echo Slam. Is it going to be enough? The Maledict is on Gunner, but it's not going to kill him right away. And Arteezy still fighting off against Gunner. Gunner got to be careful. The Aegis will pop, but the stun coming in with the Weaver once again. And the Force Staff used by himself. The Hurricane Pike to get some extra distance and keep himself away from harm. And now Monkeys him forever. And Sammy Boy just keeping them at bay. And Weaver is the lone survivor from EG. But Arteezy, if there's anyone who can pull off a defense, it's going to be him. But can you do it? 1 versus 5. He's going to definitely try it. Goes into for a couple right clicks onto Gunner. But that Solar Crest is making things way too hard for him to do anything. He's just sitting inside the fountain, waiting for the Witch Doctor to come up. The puck might be able to come up as well. 8 seconds. The second tier 4 towers fall down as well, and now they're going straight onto the Ancient, but it's GG. They're not even going to defend it. It's over. 4Zoomers take the first game.
Excellently played. That last fight, I gotta say, I thought that was extremely risky just because they'd been relying on Ocean getting the save on Gunner. And once he was overpositioned, the fight started because he was too far up. And once he died from a lightning bounce, I was so sure that Gunner was going to say, never mind. But he just manned up. He says, I've got an Aegis. I've got 2 Greater Fairy Fire charges as well. I am not afraid of your time-lapse, Artur. I'm just going to click you until you use it. And they pushed through for a very convincing victory after an excellently played mid-game from both sides.
Yeah, the early game was looking rough for 4Zoomers because they were losing the Sand King several times in a row, and the SK couldn't get that strong lane he was hoping for. And then EG, they had to lay off their pressure, get the items that they wanted. 4Zoomers seemed to hit their item timing slightly better, enabling them to go for those fights, take away the map control from EG, and then it was back and forth, back and forth. It could have been anybody's game in the series, but that also wraps up the first game of the day. And in this best of 3, there can only be a winner going up in the upper bracket and the other one dropping into the lower. Who's it going to be? We'll see what happens in game 2.